It only took one blast from the Dreadnought.
When you're through, it'll never fire again. Just don't forget to plant the transmat link so other Guardians can land. Not everybody's got stealth tech, and a ship that smells like Hive. Good luck, Guardian.
Activating stealth drive. I'm picking up fluctuations in the power conduit.
Oh, relax. I modified the tech myself. Probably just Saturn's radio storms running interference.
It's malfunctioning.
Did you break my stealth drive?
You think they can see us? I think they can see us!
What happened? Everything all right?
Why wouldn't we be all right? We're just stuck here with no ship and no transmat zone.
Great. Told you my stealth drive would work. All right. I'd like to tell you the strength of the city is behind you, but as long as that Dreadnought's still firing, we can't risk reinforcements. Head inside, see if you can find whatever's powering that weapon.
Same thing we saw right before Phobos fell apart. Might be some kind of probe. Expect trouble. The bridge across just vanished.
Give me a second. I'll check with Eris. Yeah, she says it's probably just a resonance spell, whatever that is, so just don't trust anything. Any luck with the weapon?
We've only scratched the surface of the Dreadnought.
Hive keep vital operations deep in the core of their architecture. You're gonna have to get your hands dirty.
That energy powers the weapon. Kate, what do we do?
Okay, hold on. Eris is going on about breaking the necrotic... just shoot it.
Ah, there's a shield up. Let me take it down for you. Okay, it's down. But I'm picking up other channels to the weapon.
Find them. It won't stop firing until you shut them all down.
Weapons cycling down. Let's find another channel. There's a stream of interdimensional energy concentrated within that field, growing stronger. And something just stepped out of it.
Stay on target. We need more Guardians on that Dreadnought.
Weapons down! Cade, what's our next move?
We need that transmat zone up and running. There's a massive hull breach near your position. That'll be your best bet.
Cabal ship. Skyburner's colors. Must have deployed from Phobos.
Cabal? We'll deal with them later. Secure that transmat zone.
Activating transmat link. Our ship is inbound.
Hey, Zavala, want to know what a transmat zone on the Dreadnought looks like?
You landed a Guardian on the Dreadnought without authorization?
Oh, right. Can I have authorization?
We'll discuss it later. Guardian, take care of that tank, or the transmat zone won't matter.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
Guardian, Kate just briefed us on your unorthodox mission. Your victory, no matter the method, is a Vanguard victory. You have our thanks.
Everyone loves a bad idea when it works. Now, excuse me, Guardian, I have to go have an uncomfortable conversation with Eris about her ship. Get home safe.
Checking. Confirm identity. Goodbye.
Heavy. This news of the reef is impenetrable. Hopefully this is close. Things look dark out there.
Checking log. Updating schedules. Goodbye, Guardian.
It is good to work with for the dead.
They're not ready.
You want to buy?
Keep fighting.
Guardian, how's it feel to have the keys to a Dreadnought? We're gonna rip that beast wide open. But my wings are clipped. Go talk to Zavala.
We need real intelligence to get to the ticket.
What's
You
up,
have questions about Oryx?
Oryx could be anywhere on the Dreadnought. With time, we could find him, but we don't have time. The Cabal have been there long enough to have real field intelligence. The path to Oryx lies on their ship.
Cabal are still holding out. Multiple survivors.
Survival is a temporary condition. Cut through them and get inside their ship.
Who fights this hard to protect a crashed ship?
That's not a crash site, it's a beachhead. Only way those doors will open is to send reinforcements. Draw them out.
I think you got their attention.
When those doors open, fight through it.
Zavala, we're in. What's next?
Cabal protocol is to detonate any ship that crashes. If they haven't after all this time, it must be a base of operations. They're looking for something on the Dreadnought. See what they know about Oryx.
Oh, nice. There's a terminal nearby. It should have the info we're looking for. The Cabal have located Oryx. He's protected in the center of the Dreadnought, reachable only through something they call a rupture.
Must be some kind of portal. Have the Cabal found one?
They've got a team heading for it right now.
Then I suggest you get there first.
I can't categorize all of the chemicals moving through these machines, but keep your helmet on. It could be toxic. And furthermore, it stinks. We found the Cabal team headed for the rupture. They're outnumbered by Taken.
Forget what they say about the enemy of my enemy. Something stands between you and the rupture, put it down.
That must be the rupture.
Eris, what's their next move?
Toland spoke of statues the Hive used to navigate ruptures.
We'll look for them. Oryx just recruited a Centurion. I'll see if it's still active.
Let him take all he wants. He won't be...
It's linked to the rupture, but I can't understand how the Hive control it. Let's try another statue.
Yes, the statues control where the rupture leads. They could deliver us to Oryx.
It's dead. But something's happening at the rupture.
The rupture's opening.
The Thrall will smother your light. Do not underestimate them as Tarlo did.
Forget about the Thrall. Get through that rupture.
I don't think we're going that way.
Then it's true. Only the Ascendant can will a rupture to open.
There's something Ascendant passing through right now. The rupture is closed.
It will only open for Ascendant Hive.
Then how do we reach Oryx?
Become your enemy. Become Ascendant.
We'll sort this out, Guardian. Head back to the tower when you can.
Heard. And Venus, in the pre... From days when life... Oh, why, pity your enemies. Back to the fight. Back to
The king is coming. We must make you an Ascendant hive. Find the crystal that held Crota's soul. Toland the Shattered led us into Crota's pit. We failed, but these pieces of his journal kept... It began with Crota. But Crota was only a servant of his father, sent to extinguish the last of the light. The great battle fought for the soul of our world ended in slaughter. The sun was dead, and we invited the wrath of Oryx, destroyer of light, taker of will. Only Ascendant Hive move between ruptures. To reach Oryx, you must walk in the dying footsteps of his son. You must become Ascendant.
Hold fast to Toland's journal. It saw me through my time in the dark.
Hold fast to your gun, Guardian. You're headed back to the chamber where they held Crota's soul. All right. Here's what needs to happen. We have to steal a chunk of Hive crystal that's still got a trace of Crota's soul, so you can pass through an interdimensional portal on the Dreadnought and kill Oryx. I leave anything out, Barris?
It must be done before Oryx turns his scrying eye to this realm.
Good luck, Guardian.
Toland's journal contains an impressive amount of data. I should probably read it. Done. Some of this stuff is fascinating.
A dreadnought shields the hive from the Traveler's light. Were we to pass through its deepest layers, our light would be as a dying sun.
I don't think Toland was much fun at parties.
If the thralls still feed, Crota's essence must endure.
Let me see if Toland's journal has anything.
These stones, always in their combat arenas, do they have a strengthening function? Or are they mere legacy of a forgotten time and realm? The Hive never stopped honing their strength. They have missed the point of being dead. I've heard it said that that which does not kill you makes you stronger, but what does this mean in the face of immortality?
It's gone. I think Oryx just took an ogre.
Not even Oryx can control an ogre, unless it's taken. Now quickly, I need a shard of that crystal.
We've got it.
I knew it could be done. And does it still hold the whisper of Crota's soul?
According to my analysis, it's empty.
No matter. Return to me, Guardian, and we will destroy.
Guardian, we're losing you. Guardian, can you hear me?
Eris? Cade?
I think we've lost them.
Something's blocking our signal and our transmat.
Infection. Your light dies.
There's too many of them. Run!
Eris, Cade, can you hear us? Still no connection. This must be how the Hive trapped Eris.
have locked us in. Check it out.
Doors used to be so simple.
I'll search the journal.
It has long been my belief that the binds which hold the gravest hive terrors could be lifted by releasing the energy stored within their tomb husks.
Hey, a tomb husk. Remind me to make copies of this journal. They've warded it with 2 locks this time.
To lose him, just like Ariana.
That's Eris. The connection is getting stronger. Better to have a tomb husk and not need it, than to need a tomb husk and not have it. Three locks. Well, you can't say they aren't trying.
Get out of that pit. We must have that crystal or we'll never reach Oryx.
Guardian, is that you?
We made it out.
Then the Taken King will fall. Bring me his dead son's crystal.
That's how Eris says she appreciates your sacrifice. Glad you're still alive.
Let's see what you found. Oh, I pity your enemies. I hope we helped, Guardian.
All non-essential bounties suspended.
The crystal. Now you must bathe it in Crota's essence to get through that rupture. The Vanguard ignored my warnings. Now they seek to...
Look, Eris has a nice smile, but obviously she doesn't care if you live. We can't let Oryx find you again. If you're gonna steal Crota's soul, you need some real cloaking tech.
Stealing from Rasputin. You are entering a world you do not understand.
Oh, don't worry about her, Guardian. She's still mad about what you did to her ship. Look, we need cloaking tech to slip past the Taken, and the Warmind bunker's got the code we need.
After all this time, how can we be sure Rasputin has the code?
I already stole it once. Used my last copy making that stealth drive you blew up. It was getting old anyway.
I haven't had much luck breaching Rasputin's security.
You got the same bypass frequency that got me inside.
He will protect his domain.
More interdimensional goo. The Taken are here.
What? Not possible. We sealed the complex after the Omnigul breach.
Cade, look at this.
Oh, that does look bad. Okay, so if you see him, just shoot him. How did they even get in there?
The Taken are not bound by terrestrial constraints.
Yeah, I'll bet they'll be constrained by terrestrial bullets.
believe the Taken can track us so easily. Oryx really does hate us.
Which is exactly why we're here. We need those cloaking codes.
This was the first station to come back online after the collapse. Shortly after that, Rasputin regained control over the entire facility. It all started here. Maybe Rasputin didn't break himself? It took simultaneous retinal scans at each of these 4 stations to get beyond this point. The log shows access was granted multiple times over the span of hundreds of years using the same pairs of eyes. Either the eyes belonged to the early Guardians, or something kept them preserved.
See what you can pull out of Rasputin. Well, there's a joke there somewhere.
These crypto systems follow no logic I understand. I'm not sure if it can be modified to work on a Guardian.
Where do you think Blade Dancers got their cloaking ability?
If the Vanguard are satisfied, we can finally end this. Return to the moon. Steal Crota's soul.
Okay, you've got the crystal. All you have to do now is fill it with Crota's soul. The Hive are in the middle of some kind of funeral, so...
Not a funeral. A death ceremony. Crota's essence is being prepared for the next realm.
Right. So when you get to this funeral, Oryx will be watching close. Use Rasputin's cloak to slip past the Taken. Find Crota's soul, wrap it up, and get out.
Where exactly are we headed?
When the Death Singers begin their song, you'll know we are close.
What she's trying to say is that she doesn't know. Don't worry, I'll keep my ear to the ground.
And I will try not to step on his head.
Stay out of sight. We need you back alive. You have the frequency, Ghost?
And your modifications. We'll be ready.
Then move quietly and unseen, like death.
Let's hope this works. Cloaking. I can't see you. Can you see me?
Keep your distance. They can't see you, but they can still smell you. Eris can replace her ship. We can't replace you.
Cross the chasm. Enter their world.
A Tumask. Careful. We've still got to avoid them. I hope they can't see this thing. They heard that.
The Death Singers. They are preparing Crota's soul for the next realm. Follow their cry. It was just as this when I walked in the dark. Their wretched songs in the wind as Ariana fell. Reach Crota's tomb and take what remains of his soul.
There are a lot of tombs here. How do we find Crota's?
You'll know it when you see it.
I think we found it.
Now, let the crystal drink deep from Crota's death essence.
It's working. How much do we need to pass as an Ascendant hive?
Only a taste, but steal all you can.
Something's wrong. We're exposed.
Lock for transmat. Get out of there.
We must have Crota's soul.
They've got enough. Lock for transmat, Ghost.
I can't. Everything is corrupted. I can't connect. Stay alive. We've got to make it back.
best I could do with so little time.
You pulled us out.
One of Toland's tricks. There is nothing I fear more than the dark, but I will not lose another Guardian. You've imprisoned the last whisper of Crota's soul. It is left to you now. Find Oryx on the Dreadnought. Destroy him.
All this was set in motion long ago. He calls out, and the darkness answers.
Okay. Creepy sidekick? Check. Roguish commander? Check. And then we have the Guardian, my greatest success story. I'd say we're ready to get this done.
Push back the dark. End it.
She's right, Guardian. There's no doubt in my mind this could possibly work. Now, get to that rupture.
Okay, that's where the rupture should be.
Get it open. Once you're through, send your coordinates. We'll lock down your signal and deploy reinforcements.
The rupture can sense the soul you hold. You are Ascendant. The rupture can sense...
We're going to have to finish this on our own. My scans are returning nothing. We're definitely somewhere, but no sign of Oryx. Well, now we know we have his attention. Hi, Oryx.
last hope of the light. I have taken entire worlds. You are not worthy to face me.
I guess we're worthy now.
Come for me, Warrior of Light. I will finish what Crota began.
The marking suggests this is a hive god.
But I don't recognize the symbol. Nothing in the world's grade file either.
The name is Nokris. There are no markings that suggest a carving tool. They were assembled and crafted through some kind of hive spell.
I think this one represents Crota.
It's Oryx. These statues, everything here was created before Earth was formed. I wonder how many worlds Oryx has taken.
At last, I will have vengeance!
My queen. You were right. The Guardian was the key. For the first time, the whispers are silent. It is done. I have accepted my fate. I will not fail.
Hi. Have a marvelous day.
What can we do for you? You're safe. We still have much to learn about Oryx.
For the dead. For all those we've lost. Thank you. The Taken King defeated, but not destroyed. Stay wary.
You want to buy?
What do you need? Stay safe.
Guardian?
Okay.
Another beastie in the dead book. Nice working with you, Guardian. You are my favorite. Shh. Don't tell anyone. I'll be right here. Don't feel bad for me.
The people of the city
Go out there and
the vanguard of the
have
tower.
fun and adventures.
As long as I am
Something
commander,
meaningful.
your deed today shall be remembered.
It isn't fun, but we need to set up some beacons so the Vanguard can patrol the Dreadnought.
Excuse. Oryx is dead, Guardian. But the universe, in its beautiful complexity, spins on. We have received a message from the most unlikely of places. The Vault of Glass.
Tell the monarchy they'll have to wait. Give me the roster. Let me see what they've got.
So Zavala was here a while ago, gave this big speech about how proud he is, how well the Dreadnought campaign went, and you know how he gets. Anyway, he gave me a list here, setup locations for patrol beacons. We need them planted and tested if we're gonna get that tub under control. You plant them, you test them, I'll keep you company. Right. First on the list is an intel beacon. Helps us get the lay of the land, gives us updates on troop movement, skirmishes and the like. You've got the marker. Go do your thing. Okay, the beacon signal is coming in loud and clear. Ah, in fact, I've already got a ping. Marking a hot zone for you. Go get a look at the fighting, see what you can see. Data's good. Second marker should have been downloaded to your Ghost. Intel beacons are Ikora's favorite, by the way. Never met a woman who appreciated ambient temperature and energy readings as much as she does. The marker's up and running. Eggheads love these scoot and scan missions. I just like them as an excuse to stretch the old legs. I'm feeding you data for a few nearby energy spikes. Get moving. Send you off with a pithy joke, but Eris started droning on about the pathways into darkness or some damn thing. Got distracted. Anyway, one more beacon to go, if you'd be so kind. Is hot. Yeah, that's a good signal. I'm getting some data on taken patrols around the ship. We've already got a hotspot on the board. Go clear out that blight, Guardian. That's a taken pack, all cleaned out. Good work. You know, Zavala gets all cranky if you have more important things to do than plant beacons. Not a problem today. Come on back.
Let's get started. It's not the gear that counts, it's the Guardian who uses it. Come back soon. We need the challenge.
Come, Guardian.
Let me see what they've got.
Crucible ID.
Ask Rahul to come see you.
Patrols are just one of those things we have to do as loyal Vanguard members.
Good to see you. Good.
There are so few. Good luck. For the dead. You understand, then?
If you think it will... I admire your work. I'll see you.
Crota's tomb is unhinged.